Hey guys, I know it has been some time, but we're back with another video. Today we're diving into a new genre I think we should explore, JRPGs, or Japanese role-playing games. Now some of you might be wondering why I wouldn't cover the entire RPG genre. Well, the first reason is that it's too broad. Many games incorporate RPG elements, whether in large or small amounts. However, JRPGs have distinct features that set them apart from their Western counterparts, aside from the obvious fact that they originated in Japan. To understand what makes a JRPG, we need to break it down into 5 defining aspects. Character development. This is the heart of any RPG. In JRPGs, experience points dictate a character's level, allowing them to become stronger and learn new abilities that aid in their journey. Often you control a party of characters, each with unique skills and roles. Combat systems. JRPGs typically use turn-based combat, where you select actions from a menu for each character, focusing on strategy over reflexes. Some games, however, use a real-time combat or a hybrid system that blends both styles. The turn-based system allows for careful planning of attacks, defenses, and the use of items or magic. Exploration. A key component of JRPGs is the expansive worlds you can explore. Your party travels across diverse landscapes, from bustling cities to remote villages, treacherous dungeons, and mysterious forests. Along the way, you'll meet NPCs who provide support and lore, encounter random battles, and discover hidden treasures and secret locations. Art style. JRPGs are known for their colorful, vibrant, and expressive art, heavily influenced by anime. Characters often have exaggerated features and emotive expressions, which help to convey the story and the emotional journey of the characters. Story-driven. JRPGs are renowned for their deep, intricate narratives. Characters not only develop statistically, but also grow as individuals within the story. They often undergo significant transformations, evolving from ordinary individuals into heroes by the story's end. The narrative is usually rich with plot twists, character backstories, and emotional moments that keep the players engaged. JRPGs can trace their roots back to early dungeon crawlers, especially the influential game Wizardry, released for the Apple II. Despite its primitive graphics and sound, Wizardry introduced key features such as multiple party members of different classes, a leveling system, and turn-based combat mechanics. Another early influence was Ultima 1, which added a top-down view and more lively battles with sound effects and visual indicators. A couple of years later, a well-known series called Dragon Quest was released, originally named Dragon Warrior in North America. Developed by Chunsoft, Dragon Quest is where the JRPG truly began. This game embodies all 5 key aspects we discussed. It features top-down exploration, a command screen for interactions, random monster encounters, and a developing narrative. You travel through towns and dungeons battling monsters in a first-person perspective when encountering enemies, and using gold and experience points to grow stronger. Every great series has a rival, and for Dragon Quest it's Final Fantasy. Released by Squaresoft in 1987, Final Fantasy brought unique elements to the table. Right from the start, the game captivates with its background story and iconic music. It allowed players to choose starting classes for characters like fighters, mages, and thieves, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. As the game progresses, these classes can be upgraded to more powerful versions like knights and wizards. The exploration in Final Fantasy uses a top-down view similar to Dragon Quest, but with notable differences. For instance, there is no need for a command screen to talk or interact with objects. Actions are triggered automatically when you approach them and press a button. The battle system is more visually dynamic, showing your party in a third-person perspective as they perform attacks and spells, making the battles more engaging and visually appealing. As both series evolved, they introduced new features and improvements. Dragon Quest II allowed for party members in battles, making combats more strategic and dynamic. The narrative became more complex, involving additional characters and expanded worlds with more towns and caves to explore. Multiple save points and status ailments were introduced, which could be healed at churches. Dragon Quest III brought even more depth with a class system, allowing you to customize your party members' roles and skills. You could change their vocation at level 20, adding a layer of strategy to character development. Side quests, a day and night system, were also introduced, enriching the gameplay experience. Dragon Quest IV continued to innovate with its chapter-based storytelling, where each chapter focused on different characters before they all united for the final confrontation. This approach allowed for a deeper exploration of individual character arcs and diverse gameplay experiences within a single game. Final Fantasy II, on the other hand, introduced a more personalized story with set characters, each with their own backgrounds and motivations. This game moved away from the class system of the first Final Fantasy, focusing instead on a proficiency-based growth system where characters improve their skills through use. The introduction of the MP system for spellcasting added another layer of the depth to combat. Final Fantasy III continued to build on these foundations, bringing back the experience point system and introducing the job system, which allowed characters to switch classes throughout the game. This flexibility in character development, combined with a compelling story of 4 orphans gaining power from crystals to fight darkness, made it a standout title. Dragon Quest I laid the blueprint for the JRPG with its character development, combat system, exploration, unique art style, and story-driven gameplay. Final Fantasy, its direct rival, sometimes better showcased these principles, contributing to the competition that drove both series to innovate and improve. We've only scratched the surface, covering the founding games and early influences. In our next video, we'll delve into the prime of JRPGs and see how they further define these 5 principles. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like or a comment, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Thank you, and see you next time.